Give me that. Hey, don't say the hard E. Oh, Snickers. She just lets it rip.
Anything, it's the purple everything, it's the purple
Rolling with
everything.
his phone, I know I'm tripping for no reason. He gon' call it crazy.
Oh, Snickers. She just lets it rip, bro. Hard R, southern accent, everything.
What?
Just feel the atmosphere of the room get heavy as kids are holding in laughter, anger, the urge to say it too. It's a whole bunch of mixed emotions. I just got over being sick, so I'm sorry about my voice. But do y'all feel like everyone's been getting sick lately? Like I don't know.
Low-key,
I'm gonna start
that's
this off by
true.
showing a few pictures on the screen. Now, I want you to think of the first word that comes to mind. Got it? Got it? Okay, if you're not black and the word came to your mind, you're cooked. Now, I know the main demographic of people who use this word aren't white people. It's Hispanic. But a close second is African Americans. I have jokingly said more heinous things about my people than any politician, Xbox 360 player, or Hispanic in existence. But the person in the story happens to be a Caucasian, so I'm gonna make fun of y'all. My relationship with white people is mad funny, bro. Like, genuinely, I'm someone who prides myself on having love for everyone. And contrary to the jokes that I make about you guys, that includes white people. But with y'all, it for sure ranges. To me, white people are either really cool or really not cool. There's no casually cool white people. There's just really, really dope white people and really, really not dope white people. For example, rednecks. You would think they're in the really, really not dope category. And, most of them are. But not racist rednecks are some of the most fun, caring, nice people to be around. That's what I'm saying. There's no middle ground. It's the craziest thing. And I feel like the gap between really dope and really not dope widens as you get older. Because some of the sweetest, most
Low-key, he's spinning right here though.
old southern white people. And some of the most malicious, nasty, and just all-around bad people I've ever met in my life are old southern white people. And when I was living in that high-rise in downtown Austin, I stayed on the 21st floor. So I spent a lot of time in the elevator. And in that elevator, with the way I look, I for sure got my fair share of stares. But my most memorable interaction was one time when I was going down in this. This one time I was going down in the elevator.
What?
This one time I was
What?
down in the elevator and this old dude enters the elevator as well. Now he was on the talking side, so he stopped me right there in the elevator, but eventually, ding, my floor hit. So I was out, have a good day. And then he responds, "You too, soul brother."
What? What? Soul brother is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What does that even mean? What do you mean by that?
Sound racist? It just sounded like he had black friends in 19 whenever the fuck. When people were going around saying soul brother and a nigga could dance like this and take your girl. You were afraid. Jive turkey could pull up on your woman, hit this jig and bounce. But yeah, white people are either really cool or really not cool. Pretty sure you can point that. So this story took place in the middle. Now hearing the N-word come from the mouths of white people was no strange event to me because I was outnumbered. I grew up in South Carolina going to predominantly schools. Now while I've had my run-ins with racism, I've never had any crazy overt situations except a couple. Because I did grow up in the 2000s, not the 80s. But I for sure caught hella strays. And one of the craziest ones happened in my English class. I just didn't like, so she was just killing my eyes. In middle school, I had this teacher who were named, I was low-key named her Miss Ruckus. Now, Miss Ruckus was a little old white woman, but she was fire. Like, she was really nice, talkative, responsive, and she even complimented my art a couple times when I was during class. And you could tell that she was genuinely passionate about teaching. Too passionate. Now, since we were in English class, obviously we would read books. But instead of doing the typical read-along popcorn thing that I feel like most American schools do, she would actually read the books herself. And she had such a good reading voice, bro. She would change her voice. She would act out scenes. Like, she would do the most, and it was really engaged. And it was really smart because I feel like when you're doing popcorn reading with the class, it's kind of hard to stay focused because the quiet kids, when they walk. The niggas who literally could not read when they Trigger, stop. sorry. When they walked. And the people who were
Because that really be irritating me. Like, just read a book. Like, I'm really not trying to listen to, like, that type of, like, it's just really irritating, bro.
No one takes it serious. But Miss Ruckus was so good at reading that it was really hard to not pay attention. And our grades reflected that because anytime we took a quiz on a book, class unanimously did a great job. Like, sometimes I would be taking a quiz and I would remember a character or a quote strictly off of a voice that she did or a scene that she acted out. To wrap it up, she was an amazing teacher, and every book that she read was a masterpiece. That was until we got to a book by the title of, I don't remember, because I thought it was Huckleberry Finn, because I never read the book, but I know the plot. But turns out Johnson's banned, so I don't think we read that one. So we start reading said mystery book. It was an old-timey book, took place in the South. So she's doing Southern accents for the characters, and since she has one herself, it wasn't too hard. Now when she read, we all got our own copies of the book, so we would follow along with her as she was going along. So she's doing her thing, and she gets to this page, and there it is. The word. A word we're all somewhat.
Miss Lanza?
The word only showed up one time. The word just seemed to take up the whole page. It was the only thing I could look at. And I know Miss Ruckus is seeing the word, and she is not skipping a beat, bro. She is not slowing down, giving us a warning or anything.
Quick self
As she's
promo is
getting
crazy.
closer to the word, I can just feel the glances of everyone realizing what's about to happen. But Miss Ruckus just keeps reading along, bro. She's paragraphs away, lines away, words away. Gets to the sentence that the word is on it. I'm thinking there is absolutely no way she is going to say it. I'm expecting her to say fella, do the TikTok thing. At the very least, give me that. Hey, don't say the hard E. Oh, Snickers. She just lets it rip.
Nigga what? Nigga what?
Hard R, Southern accent, everything.
I'm not like-
She does not stop reading, bro. She continues like nothing happened. And I could just feel the atmosphere of the room get heavy as kids are holding in laughter, anger, the urge to say it too. It's a whole bunch of mixed emotions, but it's over. Finishes the
I'm not gonna lie.
Flip it.
PewDiePie's
And
downfall
is
needs to be studied. That is PewDiePie's. That's a whole different thing, cause like
on this next page.
that bridge was
This
interesting. I'm not
N-word,
gonna
this
lie.
N-word, that, and this page has more N-words than a Piper Perry video shoot. And my teacher,
Why they saying you ate a treat if you ain't eat a treat from? Did you eat? I'ma ask you again. Did you eat a treat from right here?
does it every time with perfect enunciation, Southern twang, everything, bro. She is not missing out. She is hitting all the quick times. Straight PK fire in the word, bro. And I'm just sitting there flabbergasted because, like, what the f am I supposed to do? Stop her?
Hey, the next time I hear one of you guys drop the N-word, I'm gonna come over there and treat you like one.
So yeah, we finished reading that page.
What?
Go on to the next class.
What?
Nothing happened. I want to do some math with y'all real quick. In this particular school, we had 8 periods and one of them being lunch. So she taught 7 classes. Side note, my class was the 6th class and she was saying that with perfect enthusiasm. So I can only imagine what the first class sounded like when she's fresh. Anyway, so I'm going to say she said the N-word at least 7 times in my class. Now, I read the rest of the book and that's still in there. But let's lowball it and say the N-word was in that book 20 times. It was in there way more than 20. That's 27. Multiply that by 7 because the classes, meaning by the time we finish that book, this lady said the N-word, hard ER, Southern accent, 189 times.
You know everybody been waiting on that baby, man.
Minimum. I don't even think
What?
I said the hard R that many times. But I mean, nothing happened to her. I mean, it was 2012 in South Carolina. But other than that, like, Miss Ruckus was a really cool teacher. I think she was just dedicated to teaching the craft because I genuinely did not think she was racist. I would even argue to put her in the really,
Chad,
really dope category.
You know what that reminds me of?